My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Slay the Spire, where we're going to be playing the daily challenge for the 31st of March 2019. Character the Ironclad. The modifiers are Shiny, Flight, and Deadly Events. Shiny being starting deck is replaced with one of every rare card. Flight, you can ignore paths when choosing the next room to travel to. And Deadly Events, question mark rooms now contain elites. Can now rather contain elites, but are also more likely to contain question mark rooms. So I'm probably going to prioritize along this line. I'll go to elite spaces first, guaranteed elites, then question mark spaces second, then rests. And other than that, basically ignore. Okay. Do I go to the shop really early? Because there is a bunch of cards in this deck that aren't necessarily good for us. So double tap, feed, double tap, Fiend Fire doesn't actually work, right? Unless you already have Dark Embrace in play so that you refill your hand after you play the first Fiend Fire. The second Fiend Fire burns nothing and does no damage. But double tap, Bludgeon, double tap, Immolate. All of those are kind of the power things in this. Juggernaut and Barricade are pretty poor. Unless you start pivoting towards a heavy block deck with the extra cards that you pick up over the course of the run. I think I'll just go for a normal combat first. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Hop across. Hop across. Hop across. Hop across. Hop across here. Go up 2. Hop across. And then depending on whether or not I need that, I'll go there. This is going to be really good. This is a nice path. So offering at the very start, we heal 6 at the very end of the combat, so could be okay. I'm going to exhume the offering and play it again because I trust that I'll get something I can play with the double tap. There we go. Or I could just double tap feed, get some max HP. Uppercut's just a nice card. So what are the weaknesses of this deck right now? It's slow. It has very expensive cards. So I don't want to add too many more expensive cards. I think I'll bypass that card selection, thank you. Do want to play feed as many times as is humanly possible, though. $32.10, that's not going to be enough. So there's other options, which is like feed, exhume, feed, plus this. So that's 41 total. Yeah, that's not enough either. We exhume the offering, play it, then immolate, then feed. Got him. Just gotta get that max HP up. Warcry? Yeah, we have very expensive cards. We actually probably are fine with Warcry. Ooh, that relic is very powerful. Putting a pain in our deck, I mean, it's a curse at the very least. The relic is Warped Tongs at the start of your turn. Upgrade a random card in your hand for the rest of the combat. We probably don't want to take 5 curses with this run, but we definitely want that. Double tap feed is a kill here, so I should just do that. Mate. Rupture is interesting because we have Brutality. At the start of your turn, lose 1 HP and draw a card, as well as Pain. While in hand, lose 1 HP whenever you play another card. Rupture will trigger off of those. This is going to be interesting. Molten Egg. Whenever you add an attack card to your deck, upgraded. All right. Just Demon Form this time. It's very difficult to argue anything else there. It's just Demon Form. So there's our Immolate. I probably want Feed in the next hand, but putting Reaper in the next hand is extremely powerful. I'll play Dark Embrace. Yeah, I'm going to take a bunch of damage here, but hopefully I get Limit Break this hand. I don't, but I get the ability to exhume. Exhume Warcry, that's the possibility of finding Limit Break. I double tap the Reaper, though. Definitely. Yeah, I double tap Reaper, obviously. Never mind, we're fine. I thought Reaper wasn't going to be enough to kill the front and back there. So the Exhume can't even find me back the right card here, being Feed. Would have been nice had it had the ability to, though. Well, I don't get too much say here, unfortunately. I guess for that reason, I should just wait for Feed. Wow. Feed really does not want to show up. Game. Smiling Mask. The Mojo's card removal service now always costs 50 gold, as well as a bunch of cards I probably don't want. Best case scenario, we use Headbutt to put a Limit Break back atop the deck after the Limit Break is upgraded. Yeah, it's pre-upgraded, sure. Ooh, we get to do a lot of setup while the Log Ball is asleep. I get the Barricade out. Impervious would have been nice. Impervious, Exhume, Impervious in particular. Ooh, ridiculous defense. Don't get to, though. Let's Dark Embrace then. What have I done? I'm about to immediately draw the card that I put atop the deck. Yeah, they resolve in that order. That was entirely my fault for having done that. Let's Demon Form, then Offering. I'm looking for Brutality in particular. We find it. Alright. To me, it's just Impervious, but maybe I'm wrong. No, it's Impervious. Do I Exhume Impervious again? Or I could Limit Break, Exhume, Limit Break. No, we'll Exhume Impervious. Just play it and Limit Break. This leaves me the ability to get back to and just play Reaper for a bunch of HP. Alright, I'm gonna double tap and then headbutt to put the double tap and then the headbutt back atop the deck. Oh, that killed the enemy! Why did I do? Oh, I had so much damage. Mercury Hourglass at the start of your turn deals 3 damage to all enemies, as well as a Strength Potion. Second copy of Demon Form? I don't think it's needed. Havoc is gonna cheat out a lot of very expensive cards. I am quite glad to be taking that. I want to put Feed in the next hand. Sure. Or maybe I just stall until I use a Giant Reaper. Probably. Giant Reaper doesn't even full heal me anymore, by the way, so that's not great. Headbutt the Reaper to the top of the deck. Offering to draw it. Giant Reaper. It's like an okay heal. Sword Boomerang is a nice delivery of damage for the strength that we already have in the deck. I think we take it. Hop back over here. Pick up Meat on the Bone. If your HP is at or below 50% at the end of combat, heal for 12. Take one more Elite. Ooh. Demon Form in turn 1. Hell yes. Bludgeon. Just Giant Bludgeon. Pretty easy choice there. Just Giant Bludgeon. Fiendfire is lethal. No need to worry about getting tricky with that one. Sundial every 3 times you shuffle your deck. Gain 2 energy, as well as another copy of Limit Break. Yeah, I don't even get through my deck multiple times, so upgrading Limit Break so that it's it doesn't exhaust isn't particularly impactful. Getting out the Demon Form is more important than just a giant nuke there. Damn it. I'll Exhume, getting out another Offering. I'm very much hoping that I get Rupture in this hand. God, I cannot believe that I can't get Rupture for the life of me. I'm gonna put Pain in my next hand. And then I will Limit Break. And wait. Enemy doesn't wake up this turn. I get to play Rupture, Havoc. This is just giving me a strength every single time I play one of these cards. Thank you, Pain. Alright, it's definitely Impervious, Headbutt the Reaper to the top of the deck. I'd love to be able to double tap that Reaper. Get to. Would have loved to be able to feed there as well, but didn't get to do that either. Start each combat with 10 block. Really impactful, and Whirlwind, obviously. We have strength in the deck, and we need some AoE. I mean, Whirlwind. Enemy's dead at the start of the next turn. Simple fight for us. Probably none of those, but do I take a steroid potion? Yeah, probably better than a blood potion for us. Ooh, Enlightenment! Reduce the cost of all cards in your hand to 1 this turn. Hell yes. We'll be taking that, probably Fiendfire and Hand of Greed as well. And Rupture. Hell yes. Bludgeon splits the enemy here, right? Alright. Let's start with offering, just whether or not I end up using the Hand of Greed here. Ooh, Enlightenment! Let's double tap Reaper. And Hand of Greed, 1 target for a kill. Save myself 15 HP here. Well, 14 because I drew the Pain, but easy draw there. Anger? Yeah, Anger is a low-cost playable card in between all of our very expensive cards. Upgrading Enlightenment so all of them are 0 cost for the rest of the game, yeah, that's important, but upgrading a bunch of other things so that they are 0 cost when I go through my first shuffle, that's pretty important as well. Gonna want these Ruptures upgraded. I mean, I'm leaving the Pain in the deck for the sake of them. If I Hand of Greed here, the enemy goes on the ground at the start of the next turn. Yeah. Ooh, they got block at the start of the turn, never mind. Okay, so Enlightenment. Brutality, Impervious. I think I actually do have to throw out the feed here. There you go. Well done, you. Not having a vulnerability on my character is pretty dope, though. Or rather, burning out all the vulnerability on us. Limit break. Getting down the deck a little bit, getting the Fiendfire out of there. Here's another Fiendfire. I'll offering first. Looking for, there we go, both Ruptures. Pain is in the next shuffle. Okay, I can Rupture, Headbutt the Pain back to the top of the deck, use Warcry to draw the Pain. And then I'll play Dark Embrace, Sword Boomerang, Limit Break. And now we should have no problem killing. 19, and then what do I want to do? 17 4 times or 22 5 times? That's lethal. Alright. Fiendfire, Barricade, and Impervious. Probably another Fiendfire just for the damage. try and instantly nuke down enemies. You can no longer smith at rest sites? I mean, we don't really smith at rest sites as it is, do we? No, but we do want to. Not being able to get any more potions is probably the least impactful here. Alright, so 3 question marks. Oh, no, again, I gotta remind myself, right? I have flight. I don't need to worry about the paths. Every single time I spawn into a map and I'm looking at all of the paths that are available to me, I'm making a mistake, frankly. Not a fan of that. Happened to play Fiendfire, burned out my entire hand, and I didn't have the ability to kill afterwards. Lame. At least I get to feed for some max HP. Another sword boomerang. Ooh, whirlwind in the first hand? No. Alright, I just set myself up for a feed next turn. Gotta get that max HP modifier. Dark Embrace before the offering for an extra draw. Finally, Dark Embrace does something. Let's go with Reaper, then Feed. Because after that, I can double Whirlwind, put both of these enemies on the ground, and I still get a lot of HP. As long as I don't lose any more HP before we finish this combat, we'll be fine. No. None of those really fit here. Upgrade a card? Sure. Second Rupture. I like the idea of making this a Rupture deck. It might not necessarily be the best possible thing that I could do, but it is fun. That is not how you want that turn to go. Lame yikes. So 13 by 6 is 60, 78. It's not enough for lethal. 18 by 6 is just short of 100. No, it's just over 100, right? 18 by, yeah, okay, 18 by 6 is going to be 6, 8's 42, 142. Yeah, it's lethal. Alright, so I'll use the steroid potion this turn and then just murder. Six eights is 48. Oh! Durr. Plus 80, not plus 100. Well, never mind. That was obviously just strats so that I could use the Hand of Greed this turn after the Reaper. We get a giant heal and then get some money. Obviously, that's what I meant to do. Lance inside each combat with additional energy as well as pre-upgraded Warcry. Thanks. Definitely immolate Whirlwind. Sorry, immolate Headbutt. The immolate back to the top of the deck. Ah, damn it. I was really hoping to find some HP. Another Havoc. Ooh. These fights aren't easy. Alright, let's Brutality and then Warcry. I already have Brutality, so I'll put the Pain back in the deck, right? Well, in this turn, and I'm waiting for Ruptures this hand, hopefully. There's a Rupture. We use Havoc. Getting up. Break. Lame. Extremely bad pull for us right there. Come on, double tap Reaper. Well. Barricade back atop the deck. Use Havoc to play the next one instead. Alright. Hand of Greed gets us some money at the very least. More bank. Whenever you climb a floor, gain 12 gold. No longer works when you spend any gold at a shop. Do I want to take another copy of Brutality? I probably don't because it doesn't stack. So for the sake of Rupture, it doesn't stack, because Brutality then reads lose 2 HP and draw 2 cards. Like the Brutality debuff then says lose 2 HP, draw 2 cards at the start of your turn, right? Rather than lose an HP, draw a card, lose an HP, draw a card. So for that reason, I'm not losing 2 instances of HP, just 1 instance. So I only get that 1 strength from Rupture. So I can take Disarm here. I guess. I'm just looking to thicken up the deck at this point, I think. Question mark gives us an elite. Obviously, it's going to be offering Exhume, offering something like that. Or I could just double tap the Whirlwind this hand right now. Sure. No need to mess around with it. Oh, Memory, negate the next 2 curses you obtain. All right, that is actually a little bit of a problem for us because I did want to put 5 curses in the deck, but it's very late, and with question mark spaces being treasures and or elites, it is very, very late for me to be able to start picking up 5 curses. So, you know what? The game knew better than me in that instance. Not like that's uncommon, though. Disarm is huge here at the very least. Some pretty poor hands. I forgot that I had Dark Embrace out, so I drew a new hand. Damn it. Could have played some extra stuff there. Double tap Immolate. Do I want to exhume the feed and then use that for the kill? Probably. Enemy down, max HP up. Question card. Future card awards have 1 additional card to choose from. Do I take the... Yeah, I'm taking the extra Rupture. I'm going to go 4 Ruptures. Let's go. Red Skull, while your HP is out of below 50%, you have 3 additional strength. That's actually really good for us. And active. I can bludgeon to murder the backliner, Rupture, just throw out a Fiend Fire for some damage. Only taking 4 damage myself this turn, but I set myself up. Actually, not even that well. Alright. Do you want to give me some sort of... I mean, that is lethal a bit. I'd like to benefit from this fight somehow. Please, Offering. Nice. All Enlightenment, Limit Break, Limit Break. And now I guess my goal is wait for Reaper. Blood Vial at the start of each combat, heal for 2 HP, as well as... It's probably none of those. Alright, so we actually have to Smith in this position. Wild. Let's upgrade a Rupture. Both of those Havocs are probably next. Ritual Dagger gets immediately upgraded if I take it, and it's another thing that I use specifically for a kill. It might now be worth going to a shop for me. It may have reached those lofty heights. Thank you for putting me below half HP. Ooh, Hand of Greed or Ritual Dagger? Well, considering... Well, I could kill with either. It's just use one, then the other. Our offensive potential is good enough right now. Bloodletting and Seeing Red make a little bit of sense, but only if they were really pre-upgraded, and they aren't. Alright, we'll go to a shop here. There's another Reaper, there's another Whirlwind, both of those very important, as you might imagine. Inflame is actually really important because it could give me some strength instantly, and then I can play the limit breaks thereafter. Matryoshka, the next 2 non-boss chests you won't contain 2 relics. Strange Spoon, cards which exhaust when played will discard instead 50% of the time. We don't get to our second shuffle, so that doesn't matter to me. I think I also take Impervious and Panic Button. Because I only ever sporadically block. I'll take Inflame and I'll even remove another card from the deck. Now, the cards that were in the deck by base are the ones that are most suspect. Like Juggernaut, I gain block very occasionally. Juggernaut is an extreme waste for me. Get those Havocs upgraded. It's interesting. I'm trying to tutor Pain to a different point of the deck where it can be more useful for me. It's not typically how this should be going. So burning a Reaper here is really... that's harsh to do. Well, gotta be done. Thin down the deck a little. It's Inflame, Impervious, and probably not Anger. It's not necessary. So there goes the Pain, unfortunately. Okay. Well, there's the Whirlwinds. Thank you for donating that damage to me. I'm now stronger. I'm now more strength. Take that offering for some extra draw. Ooh, look at that Enlightenment. What a great pickup. Do I want to exhume something expensive? It's not that really expensive things to exhume. Let's Havoc first, just in case it gets something expensive, which it doesn't. We'll... Enlightenment. Fiendfire is not lethal, right? Especially because they don't have Dark Embrace. If I had Dark Embrace, then Fiendfire, double tapping Fiendfire would be lethal this turn. I got a Limit Break in there? I don't. No, but I do have the ability to possibly fish for a Limit Break. That's interesting. Is there anything I want to put atop the deck? No, we'll just put the Havoc there then. Okay. Double tap Sword Boomerang, and then Hand of Greed for the kill. Whew. Okay, so do I have... I really wish these were sorted. This is so... Ugh. It can be really, really frustrating to try and look through these. Immolate for the next floor is pretty good, but I already have 2 Fiendfires in the deck, so 1 more Fiendfire. Do I have 2 Fiendfires in the deck? Yeah, I do. So, 1 more Fiendfire after this is a collector's bonus. Cursed Key. Gain energy at the start of your turn whenever you open a non-boss chest to obtain a curse. There's also the Calling Bell here. 3 curses. 2 of them negated by the Omamori. I have to take the extra energy, though. There's no reason to avoid it. If there was no energy relic there, I would have actually been really happy taking the Calling Bell. But... there was an energy relic there. In fact, there were 2. Second copy of Inflame. Possibility of getting the collector's bonus there as well. Alright. I'll take the curse. I don't actually get it. Thank you, Omamori. Dramatic Entrance is pretty good. A lot of damage on turn 1 in AoE. Apotheosis, but there's another Enlightenment. Energy's probably less important. We'll take the Apotheosis here, and then Master Strategy for the extra draw. Thank you. Okay. So I could have had 4 Imperviouses by now. Do I just remove a card from the deck at this point? Maybe I just take a block potion. How many Warcries do I already have in the deck? I think I have 2. Okay. 3rd Warcry. Card removal on something that I'm not getting an extra copy of after this. Berserk. It's very, very, very difficult for me to play at the moment. Also, I'm going to be avoiding... Oh, never mind. I can't take that. I'm going to be avoiding shops upcoming, so... That was probably a good opportunity to spend all of my money. Oh well. Yeah, it could have been a lot more powerful of an opening, but it could have been a lot less powerful. Could have taken a bunch of damage there. Double tap bludgeon can happen here, but it's probably just going to be bludgeon itself. Yeah, bludgeon on the backliner. Actually, you know what? No. I'm gonna allow myself to take a bunch of damage in this combat so that I can get closer to being below half HP. Guess who counted the incoming damage wrong? It was exact lethal as well. Yeah, as soon as I ended my turn there, I was like, I think I've made an awful mistake. You can hear it in my silence. I wanted to lose a bunch of HP so that I already had the red skull active, so that when I had an opening turn, the molten egg hit, dramatic entrance would be a large amount of AoE damage for us and help us along through those. We were going to heal up at the end of the combat with the meat on the bone and the burning blood. Ah, well. It's a little annoying that I couldn't get more copies of Pain, just because the whole deck has those ruptures, and I like that cool element in it, but 45 cards trying to find a single copy of Pain and 3 different copies of Rupture so that you can start going off doesn't really work. Obviously, I screwed that one up, but hey, it happens. Miscalcs galore. At the very least, they haven't been happening too often recently where it really matters. So that's probably my worst daily in the last 100-something episodes. Oops. My name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Oops. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and oops.